Steps off a very busy Route 26 in South Paris is this beautiful place. It's McLaughlin Garden. Corey Cutfill is here. He's the horticulturist at McLaughlin Garden. Boy, your lilacs, they smell great. They're in full bloom. You have one of the largest collections in all of New England.
We sure do. We have over 125 different varieties and 200 individual plants on the property.
So how did this property come about?
So it started when Bernard McLaughlin moved here with his wife in 1936. There was nothing here but fallow fields.
Oh, there weren't the cars racing by?
Definitely not. And there also weren't any gardens. So once he got here, he immediately started planting. He didn't have a background in gardening or horticulture.
That's interesting.
But he did love plants. So once he got here, he immediately started planting, collaborating with other gardeners and horticulturists in the area, and growing this garden to what it is today.
Wow, you must have a large staff, I assume?
If only.
Maybe not?
No, it's a small crew. But we do have a big volunteer base who we rely on heavily to get the day-to-day tasks done.
Oh, that's key. And it sounds like you need that volunteer group because you do a lot throughout the entire year.
We sure do. As far as events, we have our wildflower celebration, our lilac festival.
Oh yeah.
And also a jack-o'-lantern spectacular in October.
Getting back to lilacs, I mean, so many people have these in their yards at home. Can you give us some tips on lilacs, caring for them, making them look better, prettier, better blooms, all that?
Yes.
So location's very important for lilacs on your property. Where would you put them?
So you want to pick a spot that is sunny with at least 6 hours of sun per day. Otherwise you won't get those productive bushy blooms that you're so fond of.
We want those. How do you get those?
So it comes down to fertilizer. So all fertilizers have NPK in them, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So you want to use a fertilizer that is higher in phosphorus and potassium. If you use something that has too much nitrogen in it, you'll get too many of these vegetative green growths and not enough blooms.
Oh, you're gonna get a lot of green, not a lot of purple.
That's right.
We want the reverse. Corey, pruning is super important with lilacs. What are your thoughts on that?
So you've got about a 2-week window after these stop blooming to prune them.
That's it?
Yes.
You got that, folks? 2 weeks. Gotta get busy.
Yes, that's because they actually set their buds for next year, this year. So you don't want to cut off those new buds.
Okay. Where would you clip then on this if you were to?
So on a healthy tree that you like the shape of, you're going to want to deadhead it right there, next to the nearest new growth point.
Oh, and that's where the bud will be set for next year?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So you're saving that for next year. Great. Now, if this thing's getting a little bushy and out of control, what's the option?
So you can actually take one of these.
Whoa, where'd that come from?
And cut it to the ground.
Seriously?
Yes.
The whole thing?
Yep. So if you've got a tree that's out of control, the easiest way to deal with it is to just cut it right to the ground. Because as it gets taller and taller, these middle branches are going to become unproductive. They're not going to send out new shoots. So the best way to jumpstart your plant, cut it to the ground and let the new suckers that come up become the new plant and kind of reshape.
How long will it take to get these flowers to come back then?
Sure. Well, it will take you up to 3 years to get new flowers, but sometimes that is just the best option to reshape your plant.
No doubt. So lilacs are the big star here, but McLaughlin Garden has a lot more, right?
Yeah, right now we're in Wildflower Lane, which hosts a variety of trillium, jack-in-the-pulpits, and even lady slipper orchids.
And?
As well as ferns.
I love fern! So you can come to McLaughlin Garden year-round practically and check things out. It's so beautiful here. Come up to South Paris. And if you have a garden that you think we should see, send us an email at gardening-with-gutner@newcentermaine.com.